What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online. So we are back. Today was the Elsweyr launch, and we're going to be playing through the entire Elsweyr story. So as usual, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this. I will be streaming this as well, so check my Twitch in the description. And we'll just be doing like a little separate side stream plus the main story and all the stuff. So yeah. I think on stream we're going to be playing through the Necromancer. I did make one, and through the main story we're going to be playing on our Sork, because this is of course our main, and I just like having all the achievements on one character and more and less. So anyway, if you are here for Necromancer stuff, there will be more videos of that, but if you're here for the main story, this is it. So I did get the Collector's Edition. We're going to be playing through it. I haven't started the story at all. Haven't touched Elsweyr on this character yet, so hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it as much as I will. The only things I know are from the PTS, which I didn't really do much. I just kind of explored the zone. And yeah, when I went to PAX, I played a little bit there at the Bethesda event, so that was pretty much it. So, day one, I expect all the servers to be pretty wonky, so if load screens are longer than usual, I apologize. I'll try to do my best to cut out some of the load screen times. And yeah, as usual, if you're new to the channel, we try to do as close to 100% as possible. And by that, I mean the entire main story, all side quests, delves, occasionally world bosses, but I don't think there are any. In this case, it's a dragon, which is something a little bit different. And yeah. Alright, let's, okay, so this is the first time I'm logging into this character. Pre-order bonus, we got Elsweyr, scrolls and all this stuff. Yeah, anyway, I'm not sure if we have to do anything special. But yeah, I got the Collector's Edition. So, as usual, we are going to port to Elsweyr. I think if you do the tutorial, you get started around over here. I think. Alrighty. This is a very fancy place. I don't actually know where to pick up the, like, main quest.
A moment, please. Pardon my intrusion, but I have another message to deliver to you. And if you don't mind my saying so, it's good to see you again. More like a summons, really. Comes from Abner Tharn, who once advised Emperor Varen of Cyrodiil. He wants to see you in Riverhold in northern Elsweyr. Said it involves the Khajiit Defense Force and a rage of dragons, if you can believe it.
Alright, talk to Abner Tharn. I'm not sure where I'm going. But I'm also doing it on this character because we have like a maxed out horse, and that's pretty sweet. So I'll try to discover as much as possible. This is like, how do I describe when new content comes out? It's like I'm playing for the first time again. I get sidetracked a lot. I just kind of want to look at everything, discover everything. But I think there are about like 6 or 7 way shrines in this area. I discovered them on the PTS. World boss. Hey, notice how, like, when more people start going, everyone will start helping.
There can be no recovery.
Oh
when the
god,
lion
I've never seen a blue
roars.
banner bird like that before.
Come and test
Oh.
my mettle.
Boss does not die. Dude, the range on that. Please, just don't kite him outside. Don't reset the boss. I would drop my Destro, but I don't trust this dude.
Fury empowers us. Every strike here cuts the heart. Face me if you dare.
That's exactly what I was afraid of. Flappy died.
You cannot defeat me.
Hey, we did it.
You're such...
Sweet. It's a good thing we're doing these now, because eventually people are just going to get them done and skip them.
Blaming Abnorthorn will not end the
I was
dragon
beginning to
inquisition.
suspect you were never going to arrive. After Calcevius and my half-sister manipulated us into inadvertently releasing a rage of dragons, Elsweyr has been overrun by the beasts. We do bear some responsibility, I suppose. So much better than flock or herd, don't you think? The Khajiit Defense Force isn't prepared to deal with a threat as big as dragons, especially since they were fighting to liberate Rimmon when the huge beasts arrived. Stay focused. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we must assist the Defense Force. Rendezvous with us at their command post. On your way, however, I have another task for you. I detected a series of power surges that I want you to investigate. I was formulating a spell to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. They reminded me of an old acquaintance. Has a way with portals. If it is him, I want you to secure his help against the dragons. Hard to say with certainty, but I don't believe so. They remind me of Sir Cadwal, who somehow opens portals with a power of similar intensity. Check the locations I marked on your map before you make your way to the defense camp. Lord Garish Ree is the Speaker of the Main and the commander of the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force. His aide, Chimera, serves as both a diplomat and a spy, though she would never call herself that. If you want to know more, feel free to ask them. My half-sister, Euraxia, conquered Rimmon and other parts of northern Elsweyr about 6 years ago. The Khajiiti Defense Force has slowly been taking back their province, but Rimmon is well fortified. And now, because of the dragons, things are worse. A militia drawn from the prides of northern Elsweyr. Garish Ree, the Speaker of the Main, has taken command during this crisis. With Dominion troops busy fighting the Three Banners War, the Defense Force must deal with the Euraxians and the dragons. Ah yes, of course you do. He does get around. If Cadwal turns out to be the source of the power surges, learn what he's doing out there and ask if he will aid us against the dragons. For all his eccentricities, he has talents we can utilize.
I suppose it is good to see you again, Walker. Someone must help Tharn clean up the mess he created at the Halls of Colossus. Come to think of it, you share some of the blame, yes? Ah, do not mind me. Rampaging dragons put me in a foul mood. Trouble? More like flying disasters. Caravans devastated, livestock consumed, villages set aflame. It is more than the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force can handle. As much as I hate to admit it, we need Tharn's help. And yours as well, Walker. Damn Abner Tharn for translating the Wrathstone and finding that ancient ruin. He went in search of a weapon to end the Three Banners War, a weapon I told him was too dangerous, remember, and instead wound up releasing the dragons. Talk to Abner Tharn. He and the Speaker of the Main have been formulating strategies and contingency plans. Sometimes it feels like that is all they are doing. Maybe you can set fire to their tails, yes?
You're the adventurer who helped Abner Tharn and Chimera at the halls of Colossus? The battle mage has been waiting for you. But where are my manners? Welcome to Riverhold and the province of Anequina. I am the Speaker of the Main. A position in which I've served faithfully for many years. I represent our spiritual leader, the Main. In addition, I command the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force during this time of trouble. We're dealing with more than just dragons, unfortunately. A few years ago, Abner Tharn's half-sister Euraxia conquered Rimmon and parts of northern Elsweyr. We recently liberated Riverhold and were about to do the same for Rimmon when the dragons appeared. It's almost as if they came to her aid. Do what Abner Tharn asked. Just as he once served as advisor to emperors, he has agreed to help me formulate strategies and tactics for use against the dragons. It is the least he can do, since he had a hand in setting the horrid beasts loose.
Investigate the power surge. By the way, I do have the prologue quest done on the channel. It's like a one-parter, so if you want to watch that one, this might make a little bit more sense. Alrighty, let's go explore. Kinda a whole lot of nothing out here. Imagine doing this again with 0 horse speed.
No, Azazel. Never touch a Daedric monster, especially a dead one.
Don't be such a nervous netch. The dead can't hurt us. But where do you think it came from?
It stinks of Cold Harbor. Perhaps one of the Usurper Queen's lackeys summoned it, yes?
Don't touch the dead thing, they do not tells me. Like I don't know how to handle a Daedric corpse. I wonder what killed it, though. Maybe it ran afoul of a dragon.
Two more. So, as usual, we're just gonna mostly focus on the main story, but if there's something interesting on the side, we'll do it, and then focus on the side quests a little bit later. Yeah, apparently the add-on isn't updated for all the sky shards and stuff yet, but we'll get them. It's not really that hard to just Google it anyway.
I saw you, traveler. Why do... I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with the pot on his head. Are you one of the soldiers intent on digging up every plot of land? Or are you simply a deviant who enjoys skulking and slinking through the wilderness? Oh, do not play innocent with me, stranger. You must be working with that pale, gaunt fool with the ridiculous mustache.
Cadwal.
Why else would you be visiting the same places that he did? Unless... Are you an agent of the Usurper Queen? Euraxia, the hated Imperial who conquered Rimmon and falsely claimed to be its queen. Do not feign ignorance, outsider. I had just about enough of that when I talked to the man with the pot on his head. You sound as confused as he was. Kept talking to his pet lizard bird like he expected it to answer. The last I saw, he headed east. I suppose you'll find him in that direction, and south of Riverhold. Just stop skulking around.
Alright, so we have to find Cadwal. This place is actually really nice. It's like, how do I describe it? It feels like a desert plus a jungle, which as long as it's not like always rainy and it's not a desert, that's good with me.
Uncanny. Looks just... Ah, hello there. Good to see you again, old chum. Have you come to pay your respects too? It was the strangest thing. I dreamed I was looking at this very gravestone. So here I came, and there it is, all solid and everything. Important? I have no idea. I suppose it must be. I saw it in a dream after all. Or was it a vision? I get those two confused. Anyway, I felt a sort of pull and stepped through a door, and then pish-posh, honours a bantam gras, and here I am. Tharn, you say, the grumpy battle mage. How is the old boy? The surges were probably just me. My portal took a few tries before we honed in on this exact location. Now, why don't you take a look at the gravestone and see what you make of it? Hmm? Well, it took a few tries to find the exact spot I saw in my dream. A number of frightfully rude lads and lasses occupied the first location I visited, demanded my surrender, if you can imagine such a thing. Naturally, I gave them the old heave-ho. Foul smelling, I'll have you know that was my lunch. Can't believe I lost it. And if by Bantam Gua you mean my faithful steed, Honor, well, he's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has the appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox, that one. Dispatch? Why would I do such a terrible thing? I adore those adorable pudge buckets. Alas, Grook was standing a little too close when I opened my portal. Poor thing fell in and took a nasty spill. When the neck bone snaps, it makes an awful sound. Were the words the same for you? Sometimes written language likes to confuse me. Words change and switch places. Very annoying. Anyway, the gravestone mentions the betrayer. Sounds like a dastardly chap. Wonder if I ever met him. I don't have the slightest idea. The words inscribed upon it conjure up all kinds of questions, though. Who is this betrayer? Whom did he betray? Why did they bury only his head? And where did they put the rest of the poor fellow? I don't have a clue. Dragons? I haven't battled a dragon since... You know, I can't remember, but I'm certain I fought one or two in my day. I was a gallant knight, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll just need to do a little more digging into this dream thing first. Did you hear?
Alrighty, let's go
Dragons
around here. We'll do the dragon thing later. I actually did it on my necromancer, and it's pretty fun. The rewards are not really great, but whatever.
Get down. I'll deal with this.
Survive the dragon attack. Well.
Oh, now you show up. Left me to deal with a dragon all by myself. It's a good thing I'm Abner Tharn and not, well, some lesser mage. I discouraged it, but not before it laid waste to most of the camp. We arrived to find the outpost being overrun by undead. Then the dragon attacked. I did what I could. I fear it wasn't enough. What about the power surges? Did you learn anything? The betrayer. There's a betrayer mentioned in the legends of Kunzari. It seems those stories continue to hound me. No matter. We can deal with that later. Right now, I want to know about Cadwal. Has he agreed to lend us his support? That doesn't surprise me. Cadwal and Strange go together like hot bread and butter. I need to recover my strength. Driving off that dragon took a lot out of me. Why don't you go help Chimera while I keep watch in case the great beast returns? Kunzari, hero of the Merethic era. Most of the legends are unbelievable, though the Khajiiti moon singers guard the secret history. Their tales led me to the halls of Colossus. But let's save this for a less dangerous time. Tell me about Cadwal.
Damn us for arriving too late. I did not expect to find our militia under assault by a horde of undead, and then the dragon. Oh, it tangles the tail, Walker, it truly does. The militia was already depleted from the fight to liberate Riverhold, but we were determined to press on toward Rimen. Between the undead and the dragon, though, we can barely hold this portion of the outpost. Retreat is not an option. Not yet. Our resistance to Euraxia's rule requires more than just soldiers. There are intelligence reports, safe house locations, lists of supporters, documents we cannot afford to lose. Search the ruined camp and locate the documents, Walker. They are vital to our efforts to free Rimond from Euraxia's rule, and if her forces acquire them, those who help us will be exposed. Recover the documents from mail sacks in the camp and get them to Captain Nalado. Then meet us to the south.
Okay. I know there's actually the Double Bloody Mara drink that's supposedly better than blue food. I just gotta craft it later. Oh, what do you know? I can make it now. Oh my god. This idiot decides to aggro things while I'm cooking. Whatever, 12 is good enough. Yo, I got this. Don't worry about me. Oh, yikes. How do I get there? Oh. Safe camp?
If you're so fascinated by the dead, why don't you join them?
Oh, I just witnessed a murder. Yikes.
This one doesn't know you, but at least you aren't a walking corpse. This one must ask, why are you here? Bright moons! This one thought these were lost forever. You saved many lives at great risk to your own, Walker. You have Nalado's respect. This one will guard these documents with her life. That was one of Euraxia, the Usurper Queen's pet necromancer. His undead devastated our troops, so this one took pleasure in ending his existence. Now, Nalado must return to Riverhold and consult with Garashri. We must find a way to go on. Euraxia's chief necromancer, Zumag Fum, has been with her for some time, but our intelligence suggests his followers have only recently rallied to her side. Find Abnortharn and Carmira. Tell them to meet us in Riverhold.
Okay.